Okay, let's talk about how to remove a pulley from a motor. To do this, you're going to need some tools. You're going to need a heat gun, a good one. You're going to need some emery cloth, we call it. You can find it in the plumbing department of most hardware stores. See, it's called plumber's abrasive cloth. All right. You're going to need that for cleaning up. You're going to need a gear puller or a pulley puller. It may need to have the shaft modified right here in order to fit inside the pulley. You're going to need some green Loctite. It's important that it's green for bearings, not red or blue for screws. You're going to need some Allen wrenches and a couple of flat screwdrivers. And specifically on mine that I'm taking off, we're going to use a 5/64 Allen wrench for these set screws. See, there's a set screw here, and 90 degrees around, there's another set screw. So we're going to need to loosen those too. We may not be able to loosen those until we've heated it up a little bit, because Loctite tends to get on the threads of those set screws. So we'll go from there. First, we're going to put a screwdriver in here, and we're going to pull up on it. And we might put two, one on this side and one on this side. All right, so let's see what we can get done here. Before you remove the pulley, one thing you want to do, there might be a mounting plate on this motor. You want to remove that, and that will take 4mm hex wrench. And then you want to measure from the nose of the pulley, the raised area, to the top of the pulley, and you want to note that dimension, like that's 1 1/8, so that when we take it off and we put the new pulley on, we put it on to the right dimension. Alright, let's see if we can get the set screws loose. Gotta be careful because it's hot now. Oh, okay, that one went pretty easily. The heat will transfer to your wrench too, so you have to be careful of that. Let's see, I wanted to grab onto that. Oh, that one was pretty easy too. Okay, so let's heat it up some more. So this one looks like it's going to be easy. I don't need to use the gear puller. Oh, yep. So now it's off. So now I'll take it to the sink and cool it down. Okay, so I just slipped that back on there, but if you were going to use the gear puller, you want to back this screw out a ways, and then you want to put it on like so, and you want this center piece to go down through the center of the pulley like this, and then as you screw it, it'll pull the pulley up and off like that. Okay. Okay, so you want to take some of your sanding cloth, and you want to tear off a bit of it at about 3 inches and roll it up tight like that so it fits in the hole of the pulley, and then you can let it relax, and you can turn it like this and clean out the hole and get rid of the Loctite that's in there. Blow it out, use the sandpaper and wrap it around the shaft and clean the shaft off, like so. And then you can take your new pulley and put just a couple of drops of this Loctite, the green, in the hole, just a couple drops, and then it's like water, it'll run out. So you may have to do this like sideways and put the pulley on with the Loctite on it, put it on to the right dimension, and then we'll tighten the set screws and then let it sit until the Loctite's dry. Okay, so that's all there is to replacing a pulley on a motor.